At Roblox High, secrets ignite chaos. Zoe's quiet life collides with love, lies, and betrayal. Will she rise above or fall apart? The bell rang, signaling the start of another day at Roblox High. Zoe carefully arranged her books in her locker, her sketchbook tucked under her arm as always. The hall buzzed with laughter and conversation, but Zoe preferred the quiet company of her thoughts. Zoe, hey. Lucas's voice pulled her from her reverie. She turned to see him standing there, his trademark basketball jacket slightly unzipped, his usual smirk softened by something more genuine. Lucas? She asked, blinking in surprise. He hesitated, glancing down at the floor before meeting her eyes. I've been wanting to say this for a while, but I think you're amazing. I mean, you're not like anyone else around here. You're real. Zoe's heart raced. Was Lucas, the Lucas, confessing to her? Before she could find her voice, a familiar voice cut through the moment like nails on a chalkboard. Lucas! There you are! Mia strutted toward them, her heels clicking against the linoleum floor. She slipped her arm through Lucas's like it was the most natural thing in the world, flashing Zoe a smile that didn't reach her eyes. Zoe's face burned as she took a step back. I should, get to class, she mumbled, clutching her sketchbook like a shield. Wait, Zoe. Lucas started, but Mia tugged him away, her laugh echoing in the hallway. Zoe didn't look back. By lunch, the entire school was buzzing with whispers. Zoe tried to ignore the stares as she sat under her usual spot by the art building. Zoe, Jasmine, her best friend, practically sprinted across the courtyard to her. Tell me it's not true. Zoe frowned, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. Tell you what isn't true? That you and Lucas are a thing. Jasmine plopped down beside her, wide-eyed. Mia's been telling everyone she caught you two sneaking around yesterday. Zoe's jaw dropped. What? That's ridiculous. Jasmine sighed, pulling out her phone. Well, it's everywhere now. There's even a picture someone took of you two by the lockers. And of course, Mia added her own dramatic twist. Zoe's stomach churned. She grabbed her bag and stood abruptly. I need to talk to Lucas. Zoe found Lucas on the basketball court after school. The rhythmic sound of the ball bouncing echoed in the empty gym. Lucas, she called, walking toward him. He caught the ball mid-dribble and turned, his expression softening when he saw her. Zoe, hey. Did you tell Mia something about us? She cut him off, her voice sharper than she intended. Because now the whole school thinks we're dating. Lucas groaned, tossing the ball aside. No, I didn't say anything. Mia must have overheard us yesterday. Overheard what? Before Lucas could answer, Mia's voice rang out behind them. God, you two are so dramatic. They turned to see Mia leaning against the doorframe, her arms crossed. Mia, Zoe said, her voice trembling with frustration, why are you spreading lies about me? Mia smirked, sauntering closer. Lies, oh sweetie, everyone saw you two. I'm just filling in the blanks. Besides, she added, brushing her hair over her shoulder, Lucas and I have history. I'm just reminding everyone where he belongs. Mia, stop, Lucas snapped, stepping in front of Zoe. We're done. You can't just... Can't just what? Mia's voice cracked slightly, but she masked it with a laugh. Lucas, you're not fooling anyone. You always come back to me. Lucas shook his head, his jaw tightening. Not this time. Zoe stepped back, the weight of the moment pressing down on her. She didn't want to be part of whatever history they had. I'm out of here, Zoe muttered, turning to leave. That evening, Zoe sat on her bed, her sketchbook untouched beside her. Her thoughts swirled like a storm. Just as she was about to close her eyes and force herself to sleep, her phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. Meet me in the art room. 8 p.m. L. Curiosity and frustration warred within her, but ultimately, curiosity won. She slipped on her hoodie and made her way to the school. When she pushed open the door to the art room, Lucas was there, pacing. But so was Mia. Zoe froze. What's going on? Lucas stopped and met her eyes. You both need to hear this. Mia rolled her eyes. Oh, this should be good. Lucas took a deep breath. Last year, Mia and I dated, but it wasn't real. Mia stiffened. Don't. Lucas ignored her. She blackmailed me into it, said if I didn't pretend to be her boyfriend, she'd spread rumors about my family. Zoe's eyes widened. What? I needed to keep my dad's job safe, Lucas said, his voice quiet. But I'm done letting her control me. Mia's mask of confidence cracked. You don't understand. I needed people to notice me. You. She pointed at Lucas. You made me feel like I mattered. Zoe, torn between anger and pity, finally spoke. Mia, you can't force people to care about you, and you can't hurt others just to feel seen. Mia's lip quivered. Without another word, she turned and ran from the room. Lucas sighed, running a hand through his hair. I'm sorry, Zoe. I didn't want you dragged into this. Zoe folded her arms, studying him. Why didn't you tell me any of this before? I didn't want to scare you away, he admitted. I like you, Zoe. I really do. But I get it if this is too much. Zoe hesitated. Part of her wanted to run to avoid the drama altogether, but another part of her, the part that had seen Lucas's vulnerability, wanted to stay. I need time, she finally said, offering a faint smile. But thank you for being honest. In the weeks that followed, the rumor mill died down. Mia offered a quiet apology to Zoe, surprising everyone. She began spending time with new friends who didn't expect perfection from her. Lucas kept his distance, respecting Zoe's need for space, but his smile whenever he passed her in the hallway was warm and patient. As for Zoe, she threw herself into her art. At the school gallery's spring showcase, her painting, a self-portrait of a girl staring into a mirror, was the centerpiece. Sometimes, Zoe realized, the best love stories didn't involve grand gestures or perfect endings. Sometimes they were about finding yourself first and letting everything else fall into place. Thank you for joining us on this roller coaster of love, lies, and self-discovery. If you enjoyed Zoe's journey and want more dramatic tales, twists, and Roblox-inspired stories, don't forget to subscribe to the Roblox Storyteller. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next adventure. Your story is just a click away. See you in the next chapter.